I mean, who would put up with that? I mean, are you kidding?
Andy Cohen, why are you bad Mormon? What about bad person? Bad person. Call
Bad.
your book something else.
I don't.
Um, I
I'm done.
agree. Well, listen, I think the most interesting thing is that the rumors and nastiness of the burn book. Right. I would love Monica to reveal. I mean, you mean to tell me that, right, Lisa Barlow, Heather, what's her face? Meredith didn't. Hey, Reality Von Teese, this is a inside tip from Meredith Marks. Or you think one of these women didn't try to like befriend Reality Von Teese? Like, hey, why don't I feed you everything, but don't ever say anything bad about me? Because that's what the Marge does. Hey. I'm not picking on the Marge. That's what Teresa does. Teresa does it. Marge does it. Messy G, otherwise known as Melissa Gorga. I'm sorry, Jennifer Aiden. I love you. I've seen Madonna 4 times this tour, girl. I know you went and you did your outfit. Are you going to be there on Monday, Jen? I'm going back. But Jennifer Aiden, come on, you do it. That's what the Jersey girls do. So, I mean, right. You guys weren't like trying to get Reality Von Teese in your back pocket. Bullshit.
I think the hypocrisy is insane. And Heather, goes, oh, we were so bullied by Jen. I'm not going to let it happen again. And it's like, you went out for years, even after she was in jail, and lied about this alleged black eye, which of course Jen denies from jail through Coach Shaw.
Yeah.
I think I think there's such an ulterior motive here. And then it now even makes me question, like, I don't know, do they really want Mary on the show? Or are they trying to push Mary out? And I feel like we've got a new Fox Force 4, that I think Heather, Whitney, Meredith, and Lisa have kind of made a pact. Like, it's going to be us, and we're going to make it difficult for everybody else.
I mean, and by the way, Dorinda Medley agrees with you. Dorinda is saying, like,
For you, Turin.
good for you, Dorinda. And she's like, someone else, I think, took Dorinda, or maybe something came first. They posted pictures of Heather, and they're like, look, you own Beauty Lab. You're having your injectors inject you. Look, I have bruised, never a black eye, but I have bruised lightly from the Botox and the filler. You do get light bruises at times. So Dorinda is saying that she is look at Heather, and she's pulling up screenshots, and now other people are too. So I don't want to take anyone that's put this out there. I don't want to take credit away from you, all the bloggers and pages, but they're saying, look, Heather had the beginnings of a black eye when the season started filming, and that's where the black eye is from, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't believe that. I do believe I like Dorinda calling her out, but I do think it's from some incident that happened with Jen. And they're just not going to say it. But I've always said, Jen Shah is a piece of shit and an opportunist, and uses race issues to try to gain sympathy for herself. And she's a horrible person. And they all sat there and like, oh, we love her, we love her, we love her. Now, of course, she's gone to jail. She can't do anything, and she's a loser. So they've all like flipped on her or whatever. They're just, what a sad end to something that had such momentum. And I would love to be a fly on the wall in the producers and Andy's meetings. Like, if they're disappointed or if this is playing out the way they wanted.
You know what I said? I think I said this on my Patreon this past week. Well, first of all, the cast is so dumb. You are all so dumb. You're that upset with her. If I were them, I would go home and be like, Meredith just did a commercial where she's talking about rumors and nastiness, and you can leave. Look, you have some great lines there, Meredith, and I think Meredith is phenomenal. But you also probably got the commercial because the whole show is elevated. Like, you ain't Beverly Hills. This was the best thing that ever. So you're idiots. You're idiots, Lisa and Whitney and Heather and Angie. You should have been like, yeah, I hate this bitch. She betrayed us. But what a season 5 we are going to have with Reality Von Teese. And even though I criticize the Marge, when we were friends, she used to say things to me like, Jennifer Aiden's great for me. She comes at me. I come back. This is good for our show. Like, Marge got it. Here I am giving Marge a compliment. Look at that. Marge got it. She's like, yeah, I fight with Jennifer. I don't hate her. This is good for me. It's good for the show. She's right. Like, this would have been these 4 women don't realize this would have been good for your show, which, mind you, I just want to point this out. Miami this past week had 449,000 viewers.
That's how many downloads, PS, like you and I get every month. I mean, we're on par with
Every
RHOSL.
month, darling. How
Weekly for
about,
Yanti. Weekly
excuse
for
me.
Yanti.
I mean, if those were my downloads every month, I would be homeless, darling. Okay, that's
Okay,
not
well,
right to say.
Yantis are higher. All right, look, I got a little house over my head, so it's working
Listen,
for me. I mean, tiny little room. You know, David doesn't step foot in here, but it's fine for me.
excuse me. I sit here. I don't leave except to go to Candle Delirium.
Never been over.
Although according to you, I'm out every night now. Now, just because of one time Sarah wanted to hang out and I had a lot going on that night.
I'm
Anyway,
just proud.
listen.
I'm in the category of RHOM. I mean, those ratings are very low.
But and then we have Salt Lake, which is 749 this past week. And as boring as it is, Beverly Hills 1.2 season high for the Spain trip. So I'm just pointing it out. If I were these cast members, I would be like, we just had our highest rated episode ever with our finale with reality volunteers. And Monica's the best thing that ever happened to us. We better just shut the fuck up, right? How could they not see that?
Well, I've heard two theories, and I'm curious if what you think, as an insider. But one theory I have heard is that one of the reasons that the producers are happy to hear her exit is because the ratings have not been that good, even with this reality Vontice drama. And so they're sort of like, it didn't work as well as there's a lot of online chatter, but that the ratings are not reflecting that people are enjoying it. So easy to get rid of her is one. These are like unsubstantiated theories. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not the craziest, but then why aren't we getting rid of Angie? I mean, let's just start over.
Well, I mean, the other theory is do they want boring? We saw New York perform I think what, 500, 600,000. Although didn't it end with like 1 million downloads or
Did it?
1 million views?
I don't know.
I don't know. But then I'm hearing the theory they want fighting over cheese, boring fighting over cheese. And
Yeah,
so
this
Angie
was too much.
that, right.
Angie keeps her job. Of course, Angie did. And this to me is why
I know.
I'm also
do
saying, who's also probably going to keep their job? I hate to break it to everyone.
Who?
I think Miss Wiley, we have a woman named Anne-Marie Wiley. I don't think she's getting fired. She's doing the job. Yeah, esophagus gate, blah, blah, blah. But she spoke up to Sutton. Now, look, there's a little thirst to Miss Wiley. There's a little thirst in one. But I mean, she's now coming for Crystal. I mean, Anne and Andy has spoken out. Oh, everything's going to change with the Spain trip. Well, we're at the Spain trip. We see what you mean. Esophagus gate is over. She's coming for Crystal. I mean, that's a whole nother thing, which you can't even get into. But I don't think Anne Marie's losing her job. I've said for years, Crystal's not losing her job this season. Then I said it again. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy every season. Crystal does the job. You don't want no, you're right. They want you to fight over cheese.